series in 6 games.
Coach, can you talk about Timmy's ankle?
Yeah, that thing is going to probably be jelly tomorrow. I can't believe he kept playing on it, but he would have had me assassinated if I, kept him out of the game any longer than I did. He showed a lot of guts playing through that damn thing.
We would like to welcome you to Phoenix, where the local time is approximately.
Awaiting the Spurs in the conference finals were the Suns and their blistering high-speed offense.
We knew that it was going to be a tough order, especially since we had to start there on the road. It was a little scary because we knew that to win we had to run, but we're going against the best running team, so it's sort of counterintuitive.
Phoenix had the NBA Coach of the Year in Mike D'Antoni, along with the most valuable player in Steve Nash, and the league's best record with 62 wins, and all their achievements only added more fuel for the Spurs.
You always feel like your coach is the best coach. You feel like your top player on your team is the MVP. We felt that way about Tim. We felt that way about Pop. So it fires you up.
We're ready. Ball in the air. Tip to the side. Ginobili grabs it. He's going to drive in and get an uncontested jam. And that's the way the Spurs start the game. Parker on the drive. Parker keeps coming. Parker scores. That's where he's good. Yeah, he loves to do it. 2 seconds remaining. Ginobili. Down count if it goes. Oh, Ginobili banks in at half court. Manu Ginobili in dramatic fashion ending the first period.
Get your hands on, we're right there. Get your hands on. Let's go. Come on. Full energy.
But with their devastating duo of Nash and Amari Stoudemire, the Suns' powerful offense would finally explode.
Nash taking Duncan off the dribble. Stoudemire. Oh, what a pass from Nash.
And the Phoenix momentum continued to build.
Stoudemire inside. Well, that gets the crowd fired up.
Now this is typical Suns basketball. They play in spurts.
Richardson takes it away.
And look out now, they have an advantage.
4 on 2. Nash. It looked like they were going to turn it over, and all of a sudden he finds his man.
But while the Suns played at one speed, the Spurs could shift into many gears.
We just wanted to go out and prove to them that, hey, y'all like to run and gun. We talk about our defense, but we can run and gun with the best of the teams, too. We just amoeba. We just adapt to whatever style we're playing against.
Nash double team bounces out of it, right to Ori. Lead pass to Parker's got to be Jackson and Will to the glass. He'll lay it in. And the Spurs pouring it on. Shot clock is 5. Ginobili. Oh, Ginobili with the move. It's good. Oh, boy.
Spurs right now controlling the tempo and getting out in the open court.
Right now, the Suns are being overwhelmed. Everybody was talking about the high-powered Suns offense, how they get up and down the floor. The Spurs have put a big, giant ice pack on that.
The San Antonio Spurs on the road take game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, and they do so by scoring 43 points in the 4th quarter.
When it came down to it, we were as good at pushing the ball up the floor as they were.
And the Spurs would keep on beating the Suns at their own game.
To Duncan, baby hook around the rim is good. Wow.
It was a lot of fun getting up and down with those guys, and that just shows another aspect of our team that was untapped before.
Top side of Ginobili, who gets by Richardson and finishes with dynamite, a left-hand slam.
Domination throughout by the Spurs.
This one's over, and San Antonio wins. They will advance.
We'll do it again, man.
Pop assured us when we won the Western Conference Final, he said, for you guys who haven't been there before, it's 50 times better when you win the whole thing.
Good job, boys. Good job, boys.
In the finals, the Spurs would face the Detroit Pistons, who had played the role of underdogs a year ago, stunning the basketball world with their victory over the Lakers.
It's happened, Detroit! A 3rd NBA World Championship to the Motor City!
Now the Pistons were out to show it had been no fluke, and they would demonstrate their resolve by outlasting the Miami Heat in a 7-game Eastern Conference Finals.
The Detroit Pistons are headed back to the NBA Finals. Game 1 of the NBA Finals here at the SBC Center in San Antonio.
Ready to get our 3rd championship. Let's go, baby.
Well, it has finally arrived. The NBA Finals are here. He used to be the assistant coach for him, and now they're coaching against each other.
He's still my boss.
See?
No, he's still my boss.
Ready to get it on, man. Ready to go out here and handle our business.
It's the top 2 defensive players in the NBA.
You have to respect them. Look at all the things they've accomplished. They're defending champion. We didn't make it to the championship again after we won it, so that's a testament of what they're about.
Best friends calling the shots on the sidelines, the past 2 NBA champions.
Let's go get these rings!
1, 2, 3, yeah!
All will be on display here this evening as we begin the NBA Finals.
Let's just play basketball, have some fun. Let's have fun. 1, 2, 3, defense.
Foul line feed to Rip, down the lane, runs it up and in, and he draws the whistle.
Couple of dribbles, back to the basket, spins baseline, fadeaway jumper, good, Rasheed Wallace.
Pistons executing with very good poise, just what we expected from them. Spurs, on the other hand, have had some good opportunities and have fumbled them all.
Calm down and just play basketball now. It's a ridiculous start. We got 4 turnovers, nobody's run a play, and the ball is stopping. It hadn't moved a lick.
Duncan wheels in the lane. The turnaround shot with one hand won't go. Tip is missed. Rebounded by Detroit.
At the start of the finals, the Pistons had hit the ground running, while the Spurs had been left at the starting gate. And by the time San Antonio knew what had hit them, they were staring at a 17-4 deficit, just 7 minutes into the game.
7 minutes of the NBA Finals.
They're shooting it and 3 of them are going to the board, and nobody puts a body on anybody. They're physically kicking our ass. That's what this is about.
With the Spurs already in a deep hole, they immediately turned to 2-time MVP Tim Duncan, and he would begin to dig them out.
Duncan's turnaround shot, good right baseline.
And now San Antonio wants to climb back into the game.
And the Spurs, for the first time, have a little momentum. They're trapped in midcourt, and they get the steal. Horry will drive it into Robinson, and Glenn Robinson will slam it down. Great play by Robert Horry.
San Antonio survives a torrid Pistons start.
Detroit's lead quickly evaporated, and now the game turned into a duel of point guards.
Hamilton driving inside. His run in the lane is off the rim, no good. Rebound, Horry. Long lead pass comes to Parker in the front court. Parker drives on Billups all the way in. Lay it up and good.
Brown runs into Wallace. Wallace goes down, but there's no foul. Billups winds up with the ball. What a move!
Tony Parker on the move, down the lane, scoops it up and in. Chauncey left hands, right side, stops it, pops it, drops. It's a triple.
By halftime, the champs still had the lead and their swagger.
Man, come on. It's like we started, man. 1, 2, 3.
Bear down and get stops.
In the second half, the